Hello, everyone. This is Jeff here again, Unique Model Creations. And what we've got here is pretty much a completed bridge. All hand built. You can see we've got the kit supplied part for our reference. But, yeah, we are done. Took a lot of notions from this one, keeping things simple, mainly just the other officers' chairs around the bridge there. On here, if you really notice, they're just basically uh, nearly conical shape uh, outings from the console around there. Four over here, one over here, Uhura and Spock. You've got engineering back here, and we've kept, of course, the same layout. Especially after I went back on having the two um the two turbo lifts. Like, no, I'm not going to deviate that much. And even if you can notice here on Spock's console, we've even given him that tactical. I can't even think about what it's called right about now. What I should do is drop one on Sulu's console. He always had it rose up out of the console itself, and he'd look in there, get his target and everything, and then of course launch phasers and launch torpedoes and fire some phasers at his enemies in front of him. But yeah, these little chairs right here. This is my fingertip. Yeah, those little triangles to cut and glue on here. Yeah, they were something else, but they have gone on in there, and this pretty much is just ready to get some primer on it and stuff. At least first off, just to see what we're looking at. This is an interior part of the ship. It's not, you're only going to be able to see it through the viewer and also through the uh, dome at the top. That's it. Um, and but for that too, I still want to be decent enough. But yeah, this is cool. This is really really cool and stuff. I like this size and to do the model in this fashion. Yes, even with the kit supply or the aftermarket. Well, even though it's still Polar Lights pilot versions of the ship that you can obtain, having a slightly bigger bridge just kind of fit for me because of course with the kits with that pack that you can buy, of course the kit supply bridge fits into that because it's the same bridge. It is the same bridge. You just paint it different colors if you're doing the cage versus where No Man has gone before in the series and stuff, where they brought just a bit more vibrant colors to the show, uh, and definitely to the bridge, and so that's what you would be looking at. But this right here, like I said, in using one of the Bassard cabs, because like I said, I'm going to be using those. They have flat ends on them for those spires to go out the front, even though they will be spinning Bussards. I kind of like that thought and stuff. So just a little bit more of that retro futuristic. It's like, yeah, just that would just fit on there pretty good. I'm not using the huge deflector dish. I am going to use the series deflector dish, but and that's mainly just because, well, the housing, yeah, a big thick piece of blue, uh, dirty, but blue acrylic behind it. And of course, we just cut all of the rings off of the original part and just glued them in there where they're supposed to be at. So yeah, that's gonna light up. That's why I'm using the series dish that'll go on the front of that. I am thinking about, stuffing a couple of things up in there and repainting this, because now I'm kind of having a midlife crisis with the color that I'm planning to, and that right there actually was a colored, somewhat completed part, minus the dish on the front. However, I'm thinking about going back and changing the color on that. Not necessarily the deflector in the inside of it, but I don't know. I don't know as yet still. But we see. But anyway, though, that bridge is ready to gather a little bit of primer on it. This right here is ready too. Actually, I hope to get a little sanding done on there. Still had a little bit of a fluttery, of a little messy seam edge around there from where I had sawed off the top of the dome that came with that part, which, I mean, you look at that, it really is tall as well. So, honestly, I'm really not off from what was there. I might be a little taller, but honestly, not very much. Not very much. It's almost a perfect fit, perfect seat sitting there. So, but what this gives me, like I said, was the opportunity to have a clear viewport, a clear, just big, window. Like I said, don't be mad at me for doing that, but dude, I think it's going to look awesome. And that's why, we have these struts right there. It kind of, like I said, just a little bit of modernization. How would this ship, if you were still to stick with the original 60s era design, just all the way through and through, but you brought it to, you made it and you put it on screen in the 21st century, in 2025 now. So that's why those end caps are those end caps, but instead of just painting them black, because there's no lighting in there, you would have, they'd be lit. So they're going to be lit off the back end back there. So that's going to be cool. You can see the phaser emitters, where they're going to go. That's going to be cool on the top and bottom. The torpedo launcher, it's going to be cool. But instead of just having that impulse deck with ... going across there, like it's the end of a Star Wars crawl, they will be illuminated. I'm still trying to figure which color, if they will be blue or if they will be reddish orange. Orangish red, have a little bit of a fiery effect to them a bit. I'm not sure yet. So, but like I say, that's where we are right about now. After we're going to start working to paint this up and get that sanded up, because actually what I'll be looking to do next is go ahead and paint the BC deck, or at least the bridge interior. Mainly that's just because, well, that thing's got to go in there and stuff, and this is a part that just comes up easy enough, right? So yeah, it can be done, and give me a chance to see just what all of this will be looking like and stuff. Plus, there's no direct how that would get masked on there, because once it comes up, it's up. It's up, that's just what you've got. So that part would be sitting off to the side somewhere, looking to get completed. So yeah, I'm liking the thought about that. And in case you were wondering, just in case this bridge went south on me, I made this kit supplied part and the bridge module and stuff from the series to kind of to have the same aesthetic. I was prepared to do these things. I didn't have to, because was able to go ahead, get out here and get this bridge done. And yeah, that was quite a bit of work. So it's just small things, but once all of them are completed, I feel like the speed of this kit will really pick up. Of course, it's all still just based on my abilities to get out here and get working on it, because I full-time 40-hour a week, 4 kids. Yeah, this is now very slow. And for a while it was non-existent. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. Thanks those of you who have come back and checking this out. I appreciate you very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. I started this hobby, coming off a very bad time, um, mental illness and such, and it helped me get, a little bit on the straight and narrow, and I learned just how enjoyable it actually is watching hundreds of parts come together to form something that we know and love. Either that is just a model kit, or that is a combination of model kit and it's the Bloody Enterprise. So, that is the end of this video for now. Those of you out there building models, continue building. If you're not, pick one up and get started. Do appreciate you tuning in. There will be more where these have come from in the future. Have a good day, and bye for now.